It's exciting to have them in the office. Honestly. Hi! Real life again. Our main star of the show here with us, Tanisha and Shivang. Shivang, you want to say hi? I know we have now, it's still showing 3 people waiting. I don't know what does it mean, wait, that they're waiting. So maybe, are you sure? Oh yeah, already we have someone. Sneha, hi Sneha. Thank you for being there. We were kind of hoping you will join us. Okay, I have to let me know.
Sorry. No? Sorry. Sneha, please tell us, are we sounding properly? Is our sound coming all good?
Shivang, Tanisha, you can maybe say something just so Sneha can tell us you are audible.
Nice to see you all here, and we will have a very productive conversation.
Looking forward to that. What I wanted to say something. Yeah, sorry, Tanisha, go ahead. Say hello, please.
Hello everyone, excited for today's evening. Let's see how it goes. We all are excited for it.
Yeah, and we are so excited because from our perspective, Gunjan's and mine, like you are with us in our London office. I think you can basically see this, and it's so cool. And we of course hope that you will jump on a flight and meet us here as well. And then we are coming to Delhi in November after Diwali, basically, to also meet you in person, which we did meet in person before. But this time, again, knowing each other much more, and it's gonna be so cool. I'm really excited about it. So before we have like official, already for 1 minute, we should be starting. So I will let Gunjan do the intro. But I just wanted to clarify something. Last week we had also amazing session with wonderful, wonderful learners, Disha and Vivek. And we were talking here, discussing about commitment to personal growth. And then I watched the session after that, and then I've noticed that I have misquoted Albert Einstein quite badly. So I actually wrote the correct quote here behind me, and I will read it to you. So the quote is: learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. And the important thing is never stop questioning. So last time I said something, don't worry about tomorrow, and tomorrow nobody promised you. And I should have said, don't worry about yesterday, nobody promised you tomorrow. Just be present and enjoy the present moment. And this is exactly the energy we wish to have here. Like, this is a special time when we are together now, we're present, and we want to make best of it. I always repeat, the time is the most valuable thing we have, and the fact that you have decided to spend your valuable minutes with us means so much to us. And as Shivang said, we will try to also make it productive and see if through our discussion inquiry we can come up to some interesting findings, discoveries. So thank you, and over to Gunjan.
Thank you so much, Margita. We actually improvised it. We actually structured it that I'm going to introduce and then Margita is going to speak and then learners, but then we just went with the flow. So that is what we wanted this sessions to be like. So now I'll quickly introduce everybody. So, thank you so much, Marketa. Please let me know if I am audible properly. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, from wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us in the second session of Learners for Life. And today's topic is Future of Work. And as you can see here, on our screen, we have two learners. They are from GL Bajaj Institute of Management. If you could see here, I have Tanisha. Here I have Shivang, and here I have Tanisha. And they are just not the learners, but they are quite involved in social responsibilities. So they are also from Rotaract Club. So if I'll introduce Tanisha as a joint secretary of Rotaract Club, whereas Shivang, he is a secretary of Rotaract Club. So they are too much involved in the social responsibilities. Along with that, they are also preparing for the future of work, and that is the reason they are the learners for today's topic. And if you can see here, like everybody knows Marketa, but it's just an informal introduction. So we have Marketa as well as a moderator. She's VP at Employability Life, and she is also Ultimate Learners Ambassador. So, and if you don't know me, my name is Gunjan Devtale. I'm working as a marketing consultant at Employability Life. And if you will not see me with Employability Life, then I would be either hosting some shows externally in some events, or I don't know where, or I will be building a brand for some other businesses. So this is what I do apart from my job. And not to forget, we have Sneha, we have Shania, and we must be having Laura as well, who must be doing the chat thing for us on the live chat. So if you will see, they will be commenting on your messages. So thank you so much, Sneha, Shania, and Laura, for joining us from that side. So now I will not take much of the time, and then I'll ask Marketa. Marketa, please begin with the topic. Tell what is the topic for today, why it is, and then we will start with the questions.
Thank you. I will also not take much time. I also want to give special shout out to those who joined us from. I have a big suspicion from Noida, but also from Nagpur. So we have Rahul. Hello, Rahul. So happy to see you there again. I see Shoria. Hi, Shoria. Of course, Vivek. It wouldn't be a great session if you were not here, Vivek. We have also Snehal. Snehal, I also believe it's our loyal learner from Nagpur. And we hope to also hear from you commenting and asking questions on today's topic, as Gunjan has said. So we want to ask your input, your opinions, your feelings about how do you feel about the future of work. Obviously, time is changing really fast. Maybe if you ask your parents, or not to mention your grandparents, how was it for them when they have finished their studies? What was awaiting them? I have heard from my almost 80-year-old friend who told me when he finished his accounting studies, he then straight away got about 5 different job offers, and one of them was IBM, where he ended up working for 30 years. So that was a reality back then. Now, today we almost live in a reality where there seems to be not many jobs. Well, there is lots of applicants for those jobs. And while there is this paradox, then while we from that end of I need a job, where do I find it? It's so difficult. Salaries are horrible. It's not, you cannot survive just with one salary. You need to have these side gigs. So how do you manage that? Like, this is a crazy reality we live in. So do you have any fears about it? Are you worried about it? What do you do about it? And then there is this strange thing that the employers, and we talk to them a lot as well, they are saying, oh, there are no good students, there are no good people, we have no people. So we are saying there are no jobs, and there is no salaries, and they are saying there are no people. So what should we do? Like, where are we? What should we do about it? So this is today's topic, and I'm looking forward to learn from Tanisha, learn from Shivang, learn from Gunjan. I will try to add my a few cents, as I'm generationally somewhere between. So I'm like mix of those experiences, the old world, the new world, the current world. So over to you.
Thank you so much. So, in terms of structure, what we do, we introduce, then Marketa, she sets the scene, and then I come on questionnaire, where it is the longest session we have in this live stream. And I would be now asking questions to our learners. They will be giving you practical answers that they are doing in their life, and that way you're going to learn from them. And then we will be asking the same questions from you as well. So, you have to chat, like put your answer in the chat box. We will read it out, and that way our learners and we will be learning from you. So I'll be coming on the first question, and the first question is, uh, this is for the learners and for the audience as well, so please listen it carefully and answer how do you do that. So how do you envision the future workplace for yourself, considering the advancement in technology and automation? So I would first go with Tanisha, because ladies first, that is the rule. So Tanisha, please go on, tell us how are you envisioning your future workplace.
Okay, thank you so much for today, like calling me here and giving me opportunity to talk about how I feel about this topic, future of work. So, how I envision my workplace to be is like there is gonna be a lot of technology, AI, automation. So there are many of skills that cannot be automated, like
Yeah.
they can't be put in a routine. So I would like to envision a workplace where I could use those skills and take a benefit out of all those skills, kind of a hybrid working environment where I can work remotely in flexible timings, and also I could use my diverse skill set which can't be automated, like critical thinking, intelligence, adaptability, and also as technological grow, there will be a huge data breach or the importance of cybersecurity. So the workplace which also keep that in mind and help us protect our data. So a cross-functional team where I can interact with many individuals and use the technology for my benefit as a organization. That is the kind of workplace that I envision for myself.
Wow, Tanisha, you're already prepared. If somebody would have questioned this to me, I don't know. I would have taken 5-10 minutes to think over. So now I'll go to Shivan. Shivan, what is your take on this question?
First of all, thank you for inviting me. So I totally agree with Tanisha because today technology is emerging even in arts. So technology is something that should be learned and made into a psychology of life so that we can get into a working that is possible better for the future of working. So adaptability, critical thinking, and all these Nisha talked about was is something that everyone have in some that way. So that is not possible for technology to just get into it and try what human way. So my philosophy is technology is emerging, we need to learn it, but you, the employer, are more important because they create technology, they are going to adapt it.
Okay, that's a practical answer.
Can I
Magda, do
use?
you want to add?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wonder that segue. So I heard from Tanisha that flexibility and that sort of she's very clearly understands her value, right? That she understands that she will always stand out if she has those skills that can be replaced by machines. And Shivang has touched on humans, what role they play in there as employers.
Yeah.
So I would actually wonder if you could still within that box of my future workplace. So how do you envision your future boss then? What do you expect of your boss, Shivang, in that sense? I mean, I'm leaving aside that you will be the boss. Like I'm leaving that aside. But just in case you're working for someone, what do you expect of them?
Very interesting question.
So for now, when I'm in Rotaract, we have a very, I cannot explain how much good our president is. So our boss is someone who is very polite and know how to appreciate people. So I envision her personality in my boss in future, and even I envision it in me when I'm going to be boss.
Wow. So politeness,
Yeah.
see? Very good.
So important. It's very important. Human asset is more important than technology because they are going to create it and then use it. And people or the employer should give them learning so that they can take their skills into them, absorb it, and then use it. So it's very important.
And let me tell you, Shivang, I mean, you just said something about your boss and you learn from it. So you're very lucky that your very first boss you got is that sort of, so that you are, following the legacy. Sometimes what happens, it just go opposite, like you're not getting a proper boss and then you learn from it and then you just go on a wrong track. So yeah, very lucky you are that you got that kind of boss. Tanisha, do you want to add anything in that?
Uh, I would surely like I would 100% agree with Shwang, like the way she appreciates us, like that will I would also like to carry that with myself, because as he said, like we are the asset and we are going to be the most important part of an organization. So appreciation also motivates us to perform much more better or to give so much more to the organization back. So that is a really important part.
Okay.
I want to add
Go on, Shivang. Yeah.
means I had the opportunity or the pleasure of having a boss like that, my president. And the second experience with it was with you all, because you are also, very, you can say, you are just like someone mentor to us. So I think the politeness and consideration of humanity and consideration of a uh, asset of a person as an individual also consider me and all the team at Employability.life. So I had good experience with both of them. So I think that this is something that I am between my boss and because the relationship is two ways. So we can convert anybody how we want.
On this, I would like to say like this is so true because when I was in I4IC, Marketa ma'am, Sneha, and everybody just so much like they gave so much comfort to me that I can do well. Like also Nanta ma'am was there. They gave us confidence that if we are on stage and we have such incredible export of industries with us, but we are not less than them, and we are on our like there is something good in ourselves. That's why we are here. So the team of Employability.life made me so confident in myself that I am today here and speaking with such confidence. Thank you so much for you all.
Thank you. I see Shivang and Tanisha on a competition to make us cry during our. So thank you. Can I just quickly look in the chat?
Please.
So I see also Vivek commenting. Vivek said, "What the learners think about the future workplace? As in every decade, the workplace is evolving. In that reference, how should a learner evolve rapidly to get in the workspace?" I know that Shivang and Tanisha were speaking a bit about like how we should be, how we should behave, and I would say that Vivek, I'm just surprised that you're asking the question. I think you're just being polite and just asking question for the sake of asking question because you are the actual answer to it. Like the way you lead by example, the way you take initiative, the way you show up, the way you teach others, you're already that leader, you're already that person who will be 100% successful. And I was saying that also on I4IC, which for those who don't know was a conference we were organizing in April in New Delhi, and it was tackling these issues about future workplace. And our colleagues here, our learners, they joined us there, and they were asking questions of respective institutional leaders and leaders of industry and academia. And I was already impressed that they did a much better job than I would have ever done in their age. And on top of it, I remember saying and being much aware that all of you are the future leaders, future bosses, and I will be asking for a job to work for you. So I'm basically behaving like I better be careful how I treat you, because one day, like, please, can I work for you? Please, I need, because also like now fascinating thing is demographically, when you compare, for example, Europe compared to Asia, Europe is getting very, very old, while the population of India is very young. So it's fascinating that me, a European, I'm going to be very, very old, and there will be only young people from Delhi and Nagpur and Calcutta and Tamil Nadu. There will be our future employers. Like, our future depends on them. So you have to be really here to support them to be the best versions of themselves. That's the best investment, pretty much, I feel.
And Magda, there is this one comment from Rahul as well. Yeah, Shivang, go on.
Now I'm already thinking I'm
Me too.
You're already thinking you're a boss? What did he say?
I was saying I'm already at much confident I'm to be a boss.
You are.
We are one of the future, so we are going to lead everything. Like, we are going to be the leaders of future.
Yes.
Even if you see the setting now, you are actually looking like a boss to us, because you came on the conference and we are just, presenting you. Okay, Shivang boss, this is what we have done so far.
True. You lived it. So Rahul was saying.
Yeah, Rahul was saying, I think the
Thank you
future
so
of
much.
Thank you so much, Tanisha. And then I'll just quickly read this Rahul's comment. He said, I think the future of workplace is ambiguous, but the thing that we can do to keep up is try learning the technologies that interest us. And that is what is my second question about. I'll just go on the second question and then our learners will answer. Rahul, Vivek, Disha, everybody, you guys also please answer in the chat box. So the question is, what skills and qualities do you believe will be most valuable for yourself entering into the future workplace? So who wants to go first? Tanisha, Shivang?
Anyone like
Go, Tanisha,
Shravan,
come
do you
on.
want to
Uh,
who should go first?
Okay, Tanisha, do you want to go first?
Okay, so for me, as I see, like as I talked about, like technology and automations are going to be a really major part of our future workplace. So I think like the resilience to conquer back or to just make your presence or the kind of adaptability we should have in ourselves to cope up with the fast-paced environment, and also we should also learn or gain familiarity with the new upcoming technologies like AI, blockchain, and those technologies are going to be the main part of our future workplaces. So those skills will also help us. Rather than that, I think most of the skills that are in us, like continuous learning, networking with individuals, problem solving, these are the basic skills that everybody should have. Like right now, in future, in every time. But rather than that, for future, main skills will be gaining familiarity with the new upcoming technology and the resilience in ourselves.
Okay, wonderful. All everything you're talking about, Tanisha, is non-transferable skills, and you already got a hang of it. So now I would like to know from Shivang. Shivang, what is your take on that? What skills and qualities do you believe will be most valuable for your future workplace?
okay, Tanisha talked about the technically skills, but I'll come up with some kind of philosophy from my side. So, so when we talk about skills that should be best for the future workplace, that can be the communication skills, because I always find communication part of getting any skill you want, because if you are not going to approach it, then you'll not get skills you
Yeah.
want. Then we also talked about brilliance. Then we talked about technology, getting the savvy person. So these are the skills that are very important, because without technology, brilliance, critical thinking, it's impossible to evolve yourself. Having a growth mindset can be the best skill in my way that creates skills that make you best suited personality for future work.
Thank you, Shiva. I just want to point out, if that growth mindset term, if somebody wants to understand more what it means, to Google an author, Carol Dweck. She's the one who coined it. So just learn about it, Google it, but then don't go on Google and then forget about us. So later, uh, before you all go to your social media and get distracted, let's just see who is on the chat window and what are the comments, because they are amazing. Thank you, Disha, for the job offer. I feel that my future is secured. Kalash mentioned that I want my boss to be a person with adaptable mindset and ethical leadership. 100%. And I think what basically is Tanisha saying and Shivang saying, that basically you are the person who you leading by example, right? So if you want to have that ethical boss, you be the ethical boss yourself, and that's how you will have it, right? Because at the end, it's, if you want others to be certain way, you have to be that yourself first. So that change always starts and ends and everything, it's about you, really. Like how you working on your mindset, how you improving, etc. And anybody else was commenting there? I want to make sure that we have Tyne Dia Badger, which I don't know what's the actual name of our guest. who says made it on time. So thank you for making it on time. I hope you are still with us. And if you have any questions, please let us know. And yeah, anybody else, please do comment. Actually, I'm also seeing Rahul saying, I think the necessary skills for me at the future workplace would be putting in the effort required to learn something, able to network with people easily, and being open to criticism. Rahul, 100%. Like our colleague Karel, he's our CEO. He's the absolute best example, a CTO. Sorry, I hope I said it correctly. He's the best example of receiving feedback. He's a person who worked for, you name it, all those big corporates, from DHL to Honeywell to Generali. It's a huge insurance company in Europe, and he is exactly those qualities that you have mentioned. It's somebody who constantly learning new things, so you keep learning new things, and not just within your field, actually almost cross disciplinary. It almost feels like today it's not enough to do just one thing. You have to sort of, learn cross disciplines, as I said. So maybe you are one of our students, he is doing cybersecurity, he's also educating himself in marketing, and then he's kind of like combining those two and saying, I want to market cybersecurity, but then I still want to work as a cybersecurity guy for a marketing company. So you kind of combining two different things, which can it gives you not only more chances for success, but it also gives you that freedom to explore what you enjoy, what you like. And then you have mentioned, so that open to criticism, that's when I started actually. So he is so confident to always ask for feedback. This is something I'm constantly trying to learn from him, because to be able to ask for feedback, that means that somebody may tells you, yes, you're very good at this, but then, and then actually give something that can be a bit painful to hear. So experimenting with that, like, and remember also that sort of pain or emotion, it's just a little information about, it's also up to you what you make of it. At the end, it's just an information. Whether you take it or not, it's totally up to you. Right? That information coming to you, it still reflects on the person who is giving it to you, but it can be a certain indication of something. So wonder if why does it irritate you? Is there some truth to it? And if not, how can you prevent that coming across certain way in the future, etc. So, and networking you have mentioned, Rahul, as well, which 100%. Also, there is quite famous picture in terms of job opportunities, is that you use this iceberg for everything. There is the top of an iceberg that is advertised, and there is that huge part of jobs below the surface, what is visible, which are these jobs which may not be even created, jobs that you will create for yourself. I have not come up with the position, I've been given my title, I've been given this, I have not asked for it, I've been just doing my job, meaning I've been just making things happen, doing things, really keeping my hands dirty, not sleeping. It's not cute, it's not romantic, it's been quite rough, but ultimately you just do your things, and then you kind of become that creator of your jobs, creators of your future. So it's just thank you, Rahul, for a long answer, long comment to your question, but I hope it was helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Margita. And Margita just said very practical that jobs are not like cute, not romantic. It's very practical. You have to be like make your hands dirty to work on it, even you're working in a corporate company. Okay, so that's what leads to me on my next question. And now I am going to ask our learners, how are they keeping themselves updated, and how they are adapting to the new tools, and what they are learning currently to be prepared for their future workplace. So this time I'm gonna go with Shivang first, because every time I'm going to go with Tanisha, people will feel that I'm a feminist. No, I'm not. So I'll go with Shivang now.
Okay, if I have to go with that, I'll start by saying stay curious. Because if you're not curious, you cannot get into all these things. I'm taking an example that nowadays people are very enthusiastic about people speaking very good English. So there are few people in my college who are unable to do that. and many people in my surrounding. So I just recently, due to this curiosity, I find a AI which named English, which is an AI you can talk to and just improvise the things you want yourself in English. So English is very important. That's why you have to learn that. So being curious is very important. So curiosity creates a mindset. When you have a growth mindset, you start learning. When you start learning, you become relevant. So it's a process, and the process just requires experiment. Experiments cannot be done without curiosity. It's a loop. It's a loop. So you have to do that. There is no other part of get down for technology or any skills that want for your ability. Setting goals, feedback, company trainings, networking. Networking is very important aspect.
Yeah.
People take networking as creating connections. But when I always say to my team at Rotaract that when you meet someone who has a huge aura, then a portion or a part of aura is also added to yourself. Okay, so it's very important to meet people, absorb their skills, and to learn what they are doing.
Yeah.
So you cannot escape it. It's the thing that need to be done this way or that way, and that required for employability in future.
Thank you so much, Shivang. So Shivang just said that he is learning this English language, but with an application, AI application called English. So if you just want to make a mark that if you want to improve your English, you can use this application. And now I'm coming on Tanisha. Tanisha, what are you learning currently? What software are you learning so that our learners from the audience will get some insights? And how are you keeping yourself adapted to the new world?
So as we all know, like technology is growing so fast. So like to keep up with the technology, first of all, it is an ongoing process. We have to just keep learning, and continuous learning is one of the major step for just like as Shivang said, just stay curious. Currently, if I speak about myself personally, I am really interested in learning these business analytic courses such as Power BI, Tabula, Excel, because these skills, if I want to pursue any career, these skills will somewhere help me to maintain a proper record and summarize all the information, large number of information that I have. So for learning these skills, I have been searching and I have get to know like there are various platforms from where I can learn. As there are many massive open learning platforms such as Udemy, Quora, LinkedIn Learning, and moreover, these platforms, I think the basic part of learning is that you should yourself be interested in it, and you should see any learning opportunity as a major opportunity to grow yourself and upskill yourself. So for learning something new, I think major thing is that you should be interested first. Like you should be curious. Like if Shivang said like that he's learning English from some app, I should be interested in taking notes. Okay, this is important. I should note it down. And also there is a very famous method I try for myself is trial and error method. That if I want to learn something, I'll try it. I fail, I'll try it again because that's the part of learning process.
Yeah.
So this is one of a major thing, a major step that I follow in my learning. That I'll try, I'll fail, I'll try again. I'll get another information from my expert, from my teachers, from professionals. Like and I learn a lot from the AAP platform that Employability.life is providing us. Like how to adjust in a cultural environment where there is a large difference. Like you guys are in London, we are in India, but we have to just communicate in a way that we both understand each other equally. So all these skills that I have to learn, like I have learned a lot from AAP platform, like cultural intelligence, growth mindset, career intelligence, and other things. So thank you so much. And my take on this question is just be curious, and there are n number of platforms where you can learn.
Okay, wonderful, Tanisha. I just, we were doing this prep, and that time Shivang said some new application where you can make your presentation via AI. Shivang, do you want to tell that to people, because that must be helpful for our learners, and they might use it for their presentations too.
It's popular among my friends and our college, but Gamma is the application. It's a website AI. That means very beautiful presentation for anything that you want, and it just need a prompt, 4 to 5 lines, and create 12 slides for you. So it's very important. Technology is evolving, and we need to be very, very fast adapting it. You know that some new technology is invented now, so it's very important. You need to be updated.
Thank you so much,
That's true.
Shivang.
Like Grammarly, he's talking about is very similar to Canva, but there you can add prompts. Like if somebody wants to make a presentation, they can type their subject on Google and take a paragraph out of it and paste it on Grammarly. Which is the Grammarly, I think.
Gamma.
Yes, Grammarly. And you can paste that paragraph in that app, and it will make 12 pages of PPT for you in just few seconds. It's really amazing.
You can take the prompt from Chat GPT. Everything is AI. Everything is AI. Taking the prompt from AI, applying it on Gamma on AI, then creating a presentation, then creating a speed. Everything we have AI now.
We should
I would like to
invite
mention one
Carol
thing
as
here
well.
that.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Tanisha.
Well, I would like to just mention one thing here that we have a lot of technology nowadays, but I will just suggest everybody to use that technology smartly, because we just shouldn't take it very lightly or just use it like something which like we should upskill ourselves also. It's not like we should depend ourselves on it only. So we are not promoting it. We just take help of it and make yourself more productive, but just don't rely on them. Upskill yourself first, because you have to be smart enough to use that smart technology.
Yeah, surely, sure.
Very well put. It's amazing. I always like it's hearing it from you is so much better than trying to say it, right? So thank you, Tanisha. I just really quickly want to point out that we have here a few comments. So Laura, our colleague, hi Laura, thank you for being there. As a management team, we try to focus on adaptability and resilience, digital literacy, communication skills, critical thinking and problem solving, and emotional intelligence, generalizing. Yes, sure, absolutely. Like these are big words, big keywords, right? But like to actually do it, right? Like to actually, like for example, what Tanisha was now saying, we had actually Laura and we had this debate about how much should we make use of ChatGPT? Like, is it Laura is a writer, she's a creator, she's a original thinker, but she also has her opinions about originality, and I shouldn't speak on her behalf. I hope she will sit here instead of me next time and tell you herself. It's about as Tanisha said, like be very conscious how you're using it. Fine, it's definitely a magic tool, it's extremely helpful, but you have to control, like, am I too dependent on it? Is it like how much of it it's still me, how much I'm letting something else to speak on my behalf, how much of myself I'm giving away, maybe, so all these things, like just engage with these tools, but engage with them consciously, carefully, understand whether you depending on it or it depends on you, like what is the relationship. So all that is very, very important. And same with social media, right? We have Disha mentioned, social media is also a big thing, and we can all ask ourselves how many of us are like, they call it doom scrolling or something, like just scrolling and we're completely hooked on it. Just know when you're scrolling because you're looking for something, and when you're scrolling you don't even know why, right? So conscious engagement. Yes.
And I also want to add one more. Okay, Shivang, I'll just let Shivang speak. Speak, Shivang, please.
Yeah, but this might scare some people that AI is going to replace, but I just want to say ChatGPT wants prompt engineering and multiple tasks written on ChatGPT and these AI. Let me tell you what is prompt engineering. Simply writing a text will give you an answer. You have to know that how to write. The right is engineering. So don't be scared that AI is going to take up all your jobs. Additional jobs are coming and you need to just upskill your.
Yeah, so that's what I was about to say. And Shivang just said, like, I and Shivang are thinking in a similar way. So, yes, I was saying, like, I don't know, like the other day, I did one LinkedIn post. And then I made a poll saying that is AI is going to take all our jobs, and a lot of people said yes. But then the answer, the most voted poll was no, because to create that AI script, we would be needing people, and even if AI is giving us some answer, we should be understanding that answer, and for that we like that is what we call non-transferable skill. So yes, that we were talking about a lot of AI. So please don't afraid, that is not going to happen, because even to make AI we would be needing people, and that is what we are going to do. So yes, that is what I have. Makita, do you want to add
Yeah,
anything
I
here?
have. I love this comment then from the Indian Badger. Again, Indian Badger. I don't know your actual name, but thank you for commenting, and wonderful comment about. I agree. Being able to learn and stay updated on the trending learning courses. Trending learning courses can help an individual to develop and upgrade and be as smart as an upcoming professional individual. And balance is really important factor for me as a learning individual. So yes, understand and use it in your favor is a smart move for me. So thank you, the Indian Badger. And also Laura comments, originality is a blend of influences, but unique combinations create genuine creativity.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT can assist us, but it lacks creativity, empathy, complex problem solving, and it's needed for many jobs. So Tanisha, yeah, you were right on it. So was Shivang, right? Like you cannot replace those things like empathy, like creativity, and complex problem solving. And what Shivang was saying, if I understood correctly, it's also like it's up to you what you ask, what questions are you asking, right? So you still need to have that input. So is it about asking smart questions, and what is it smart question? You want to go into that? Anyway.
Thank you so much, Makita. We are already 10 minutes up on our 30-minute
We have
session.
to go.
Yes, we have to go. So, in terms of wrap up, I would say we got to get a lot of learnings in terms of what to use, what not to use, how to be updated, how to upskill, what kind of AI learnings you should be using if you want to use a presentation, improving your English and whatnot. And that is what the takeaway. Makita, do you want to add one liner as a takeaway from this session? So, what it would be?
My takeaway is what I guess started with. It's I'm not afraid of the future when I see the future here with me, being already smarter than me and more articulate than me. So I'm actually it was such a good session. Like I started very. I usually start quite pessimistic, whatever my day is, and feel like, oh, there is so much uncertainty. And then I meet with our learners, and then I have again hope in life. You know how I started with the quote, like hope for tomorrow. Yeah, so the hope for tomorrow did it for me today. So thank you guys. And yeah, please let others speak. Say bye.
Shivan, Kanesha, do you have any closing statement for today's session? Maybe one liner from Shivang and Tanisha would be great. Come on, Tanisha, tell us something like a closer for this session.
I will conclude it by saying a few things. The future of work is not a destination. It's a journey of adaptation, innovation, and lifelong learning. So that's the important thing.
Okay, thank you, Shivang. Very deep, but then very right as well. That is not a destination, because we have to keep going. Every time something will come up, and then we have to learn, and then we have to adapt. So you're very right at that point. Tanisha, do you have one liner to close this session?
Yes, I would like to say that, like as he said, Shivang said, like it's not the destination, it's a process. So we should just keep learning and we should keep trying to be a better person, not just for the sake of jobs or just to get a good job or something like that, but just for ourselves to upskill. Because there is a quote I would like to say, like, money comes and goes, but wisdom stays. So if you improve your wisdom, it will surely help you, and you'll be best or the better among others employees. Sorry. So just improve your wisdom, because that's the main thing which will help you in future.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tanisha and Shivang. Now, I'll just quickly tell you next week we are going to come again, same timing, 2 o'clock UK timing and 6:30 India timing. We will be coming up with new learners panel. If you want to be the learner in the learner panel, please tell us, like, you can just get in touch with Sneha, or you can message me, Marketa, anybody. Or if you don't know us, you can simply write us at hello@employability.life, and then we will be chatting with you. So you could be the other learners panel person here. And yes, next week, Friday, 2 p.m., 6:30 p.m., we will be putting the other link on our LinkedIn group. You please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get that notification directly next time when you come. You do not have to, like, take the link. You will just directly get that on your screen, and you can just tap and you can join us. We also have Instagram account. We are putting a lot of content from here, like whatever Shivang spoke, Tanisha just said last time, Vivek and Disha had an insightful session as well. So that all content will be coming as a reel, as a content on Instagram and LinkedIn group. So please keep your eyes on that. And I think that is it. Marketa, do you want to add something?
No, thank you. Thank you so much for being with us. I don't know how we're doing, Gunjan, because we started this experiment last week for the first time. And we said that if we have at least 3 students joining, that is a success. This time, I think it was about 12 of us or something. So this is going up quite rapidly. So thank you. Yeah, and just please feel free to invite for this session whoever you feel could benefit from it. It's free, obviously. As I said, it just costs you your time and energy, but it's just a place where you should feel free to chat with friends, where we support each other, where we tackle these topics that, as I said, can sound pessimistic and end up feeling very good about it at the end. So if this is what you got from today, then I guess that was a time well spent. So
Yeah.
that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Marketa.
guys.
Thank you so much, guys. And please join us next week as well, because if you're not going to join us, we might take it as, okay, people are not liking us and we should be ending up this kind of live sessions. So please, if you really like it, send this link to your friends, family. Anybody can join us who wants to learn. There is no age bar. People from globe, like, around the globe can join us. So just feel free to share this link. And that is it. Next week we are going to meet once again. And yeah, all the information you will get on our social media. So thank you so much. I am just going to sign off now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.